You'll often hear me talk about shoulder extension. This is because I feel it's a often neglected aspect of shoulder range of motion. So I do like to post a lot of different exercises that can help you build strength and range in shoulder extension. That is when your arm comes behind rather than in front. So this is flexion when our arms come up. This is extension when they come behind our body. And as I say, it's quite a neglected, or can be quite a neglected, part of people's training. One of the best exercises I find, and I used to do a lot of when I first started working on my shoulder extension, are shoulder extension raises using a dowel or any straight piece of equipment like this. The aim, which is where I am now, thankfully, is to have arms shoulder width apart, retraction in the shoulders, depressed away from the ears, arms nice and locked. And our aim from here is, without any compensation in the body, to lift to 90 degrees. So we're here. Now again, many of you start in their extension work, you might find that you literally just get to here, which is perfectly okay. But what I'd rather you do is start out wide, but not so wide that you can come into this dislocate that I've shown you before. So just come slightly inside that, where you get stuck at that certain position as you start to raise the dowel. So you might find that's here, which is perfectly okay. First thing you'll do is roll the shoulders backwards and keep them down away from the ears. So the wrong position will be to be rounded forwards and up by the ears. So if we start in this wrong position, which is a lot of the time I like to do, start in the wrong position and then find the right position. So from here, again, no compensation through the body, nice locked straight arms, and just raise as high as you can go behind your body and down. Maybe do 10 reps, nice and slow and controlled. Keep the arms locked, really squeeze the triceps, and at the same time, don't flex the wrist. It's quite common to see people flexing the wrist to try and get a perceived more range of motion, but we want to keep our wrists in line. Once you've done about 10 reps, you can start to work in. You might not get as high, it's perfectly okay just to try to build some strength here. So really squeeze the shoulder blades together, keep them down away from the ears, and raise the dowel. We don't want any pain, so if this is painful, I'd much rather you start out wide and just take your time with it over the coming weeks as you do the raises here. You can start adding weight as you get stronger, but for now I'd rather you come in, come in, come in. So over the weeks until you're getting a nice raise here, and then when you start adding weight, come back wide, and then we start again. So try and get up to 90 degrees. If you're getting up to 90 degrees there, come in. If you find you're not up at 90 degrees, stay and work at that progression there. Get some reps in there. As I say, once you can get to 90 degrees here, then start adding weight and then coming out wide again. And that will really reinforce your shoulder extension. You can do a passive hold where you lie on the floor, or sit on the floor, hands behind you, fingers touching, and you'll be in this position, stretching through the bicep. Obviously just make sure there's no pain in the elbow, keep the arms locked, fingers touching, and just passively relax into that extension stretch, keeping our retraction in the shoulder and depression away from the ears. Couple that with this exercise with the dowel and you'll be on the way to improving your shoulder extension, which can contribute to a lot of shoulder pain or injury.